Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Tonight I'm going to be reviewing Oakham Inferno. Blonde ale, described as clean, fresh and hoppy. On the back, Oakham's brewing team has been visiting the USA hop fields for many years in search of the best quality hops. Inferno's unique flavour comes from the 5 carefully selected hop varieties from the Yakima Valley: Sterling, Amarillo, Centennial, Cascade and Chinook. A light golden beer with a big personality, bursting with fruity hop flavours, citrus notes and a refreshing finish, and a 4.4% strength as well. So on a day like this, I mean it's 6:30 now, Monday 13th of May, I have to remember the date, and it's 26 degrees in this beer room. Lovely, you know after last week where it was chuffing cold, it's a lovely welcome change of temperature. Now for me, I'm not a massive fan of blonde ales, if I'm being honest. We all have the ales that we're really a fan of, and what happens is that all my favourite ales I review straight off the bat. If it's a stout, it gets reviewed first. Dark beer, Christmas beer, as long as it's not that Brewdolf, which was very much not a Christmas beer, but I won't go into that. So, amber pour, white head, and a strong aroma. I can smell it I can smell the hops from here. There is a carbonation in this. Can't see the lacing around the edge. Oh yeah, hoppy aroma. I reckon this is going to be one of them that even though it's 4.4, tastes stronger. I just got that inkling. So on ratebeer.com, it's got a rating of 3.38 out of 5 from how many ratings? 180 ratings, which isn't so bad. Rating really. I'll do a couple of reviews while I get myself acquainted. Quite a nice hoppy taste to it. Citrusy, hoppy, not too strong though. So, pours a dark gold colour with a fluffy white head, plenty of fruit, especially orange in the aroma. The taste is medium bitterness with plenty of hops and a dry bitter finish. Another one, 3.6 out of 5. Pours hazy pale yellow with a large white head, strong floral aroma, flavour of grapefruit and other citrus, bit dry and lasting bitter aftertaste, but a pleasant drink. Another one, poured 3.5 out of 5, poured a clean light golden colour with a short-lived white frothy head. Aroma is malt, grassy lemon lime citrus. Flavour is moderate sweet, light bitter with a light crisp, fresh, malt, grassy citrus fruit. Light dry hop, bitter palate, medium bodied with average carbonation. Classic Oakham. So, that's that out of the way. Man, time for me to step up. Definite hoppy aroma. It seems to have died back a bit now. You do get the orange and grapefruit in the taste. And to me, it tastes stronger than 4.5%. Although I've just had a little glass of wine. Bloody floor. I've just had a little glass of wine, and so this is just topping that up. All on review purposes, of course. So, it's an interesting thing. When you're tired and you drink a beer, it goes to your head more quicker, I think. And then in the middle of the day, you have a beer. Serious. And you have one, no effect. You have 2 or 3, wow, woof. because obviously most people aren't used to drinking in the middle of the day. Although once I was in Bulwell in Nottingham, and it's if you don't know Bulwell, it's a place where the locals are. There's a word called scrotish. You know, they're a little bit more. I don't know. Bit more rum. You know. Trampish isn't the word really, but along them lines. And so me and my wife was in Bulwell. I think we were getting the car fixed, MOT or something. And there's a Wetherspoons offering breakfast. I thought, oh God, we're going for breakfast. So we're in there. Bear in mind, this is 9:30 in the morning. And there's like 7 or 8 blokes there. And I thought, all these single blokes. And I thought, oh, they're obviously all come for the brekkie. No one's ordering it, and we've ordered some. Our breakfast is there. And next minute, the bar opens, and they're there drinking pints of beer at that time in the morning. And if you come off a night shift, I can totally understand, because you come off a night shift, couple of beers, 2 or 3 beers, it helps you fall asleep, you know, or 2 or 3 spirits even, or a bottle of wine, you know, whatever floats your boat. But drinking beer, and it, you know, if you're retired and that, and you're drinking beer that time of day, bloody hell, it's a tad too early for me. On holiday abroad, you know, if you're on holiday, it's a different situation. But, you know, pubs at that time of day, having a breakfast and a coffee, yeah, I understand that, but not drinking beer. Now, after a hard day at work, and then come home and carry on working, and you know, you've already been up that 14 hours, then, you know, a beer now is a great time. Hence the reason I do beer reviews, really, because I love different beers. And you know, working at Sainsbury's for 5 years, despite some issues with how they treat people with mental health issues, on the whole was a fantastic job. Working with real ales, you know, every time something new came in, it was like you're a kiddie in a sweet shop, you know. As soon as something new came on the shop floor, whether it was a wine, a beer or a spirit, although spirits, you know, obviously they're a little bit pricey, you know. I mean, a £5 bottle of wine, you can stretch to that. 2 or 3 quid for a bottle of beer, you know, easy. But when it's £30 bottle of spirit, it's not easy to stretch to. So when the beers came in, it was like, oh, I've got to try that, you know. And at that stage, when I left I was there from 2010 to 2015, and there were 5 good years, you know. Met some great friends, and I mean, the bargains we had, flipping heck, you know. Going into the supermarkets, discontinue stuff. Sainsbury's at that time, what amazing price discontinuation. I worked on booze, but I used to help out on the frozen, and you know, I have an eye for a bargain, and so I went in the frozen cage scanning things, and when you find a turkey that's normally 30 quid at Christmas, 35 quid, frozen turkey down to £1, you know, you think, oh an egg, this is amazing. And I mean, one time I walked out with I went in the back, there were a load of stuff that wasn't on the shop floor, because stuff comes into shops and not all of it is what they call ranged, and by ranged it means the shop's got a layout, and in that layout, if it's not part of that layout that they're supposed to have, then it's not ranged for them. So often stuff gets brought in, never put on the shelves, then you scan it and all of a sudden it's at silly price. And when it's at silly price, it's like, wow. Give you another example, burgers, cheeseburgers, normally sell for £2 a pack these days anyway, and they went for 10 pence. 10 pence. And I scanned these other things in the back that have not been put on, been there a while as well. and starting to run out of date. In fact, I think one or two was out of date, but it doesn't matter on frozen. You know, the freezer don't tell you it's out of date. Unless it's by about 5 years, you know, then you're stretching it. And went to the can, got a trolley in the back, put all this stuff in the trolley, went to the tills, and I got that much stuff, and it all for about 15 quid, full trolley full, and I mean a big trolley full. You know, they were the days. But anyway, back to the beer. You know, it's nice to reminisce, isn't it? You know, every job has got its good points, and every job has got its bad points, and you know, it's weighing up the odds. It's knowing when to leave a job at the right time, you know. I'm in that stage at the moment where there's a transition period coming with the job we're in. And like an idiot, because I suffer with anxiety, I have to work harder than most, you know. And so you work hard, but you know they're taking the piss because you do. But that doesn't bother me until it gets to the stage where saturation limit comes, and then, you know, I'm not having that. But in that stage, I'm looking for a new job. But this day and age, every job I look for is, you know, I don't like travelling. So the really, really good jobs are slightly too far to travel. But soon we're moving to a new depot, so you're going to be travelling twice the distance. So that opens up the world, you know, to a new element then. So interesting times ahead. Back to the beer. I do apologise for going on. 11 minutes already. I do like Oakham's beers because Oakham Citra, a very good version of a hoppy beer. And for what they say, it was one of the original Citra beers in this country, which, you know, that's good for them. So for me, the hops are there, but they're a pleasant, you know, strength. Not too hoppy. Nice citrus, nice grapefruit, orange, that sort of thing. Ooh. And for a person who's not a massive blonde ale fan, and I'm not, I know, being honest, that's actually quite a nice tasting beer. And wow, I'm absolutely baking in it. It's 26 degrees, which is 78 on the old Fahrenheit scale, and I'm absolutely sweltering. And I don't know if it's the heat, but bloody hell, I feel actually, I'm feeling on my way. And I've only had a little glass of wine and this, so, you know, it's not the fact that I've drank 7 or 8 pints. Although, you know, when you get a taste, oof. So, nice golden amber beer, white head, some carbonation, little lacing, I couldn't see the lacing, really good at the first, yeah, I'll get it out in a minute. At the initial, you know, aroma, really strong hoppy aroma, good hoppy and citrus and floral elements all the way down, and a very, very pleasant beer. I really like that. That was nice. And today's the day for that type of beer as well. When it's warm outside, you know, these sort of beers, the golden beers and lagers as well, you know, and even ciders really. This is their type of beer, their type of warmth. Whereas real ale drinkers, colder nights, and that's when your stouts and your darker beers rule, you know. This time of the year, golden beers obviously start to rule. So out of 5. Interesting. It gets, you know, it does get hard. My top 10 beers, you know, for something to break into that top 10 or top 20, you know, area, it's very hard. But out of 5, very good beer, you know, definitely worth drinking. You ever see it on cask, definitely worth a punt, you know. Not too hoppy, so you know, if you don't like hops, it's nice. It's a gentle introduction to the hop area without being too hoppy, you know. If you like citrus, it's very good in that way. And I'm at 16 minutes already, Jesus. Out of 5. Going to give it a 4.4 out of 5. I liked that. That was a nice beer. And it got me chatting loads as well. I do apologise for the length. You know, I do waffle. Thanks for watching. See you soon.